So today I'm going to do another video of different Batmen in the multiverse. It seems a lot of people did enjoy that video the first time around, and a lot of people were connecting with the shorts of that video that I was posting, so we're gonna do another one. There's so many different versions of Batman in the multiverse and other DC characters in the multiverse that we could continue to make these videos for a long time to come. Some of these Batman variants have a much deeper history than just cameos or sneak peeks in particular comic books. You could actually get away with making full-length videos on some of these Batmans because of how much history they actually have. Maybe I'll do that one day, but to spare some time for this video, we're going to go through them as quickly and efficiently as possible. This is from the Dark Multiverse, where the structure of their multiverse works differently from a regular multiverse. The first Batman we have in this video is Batman from Earth 1. In this world, Batman becomes a character named Devastator. From Bruce Wayne becoming Batman to joining a Justice League, this world's version of him is relatively similar to our own canonized version of Batman, right up until Superman loses his mind and goes on a killing spree. Batman and the rest of the League tried for weeks to find a way to stop Superman from doing all the awful things he was doing. That was until Superman murdered Lois Lane, and that is also where Batman decided there was no saving his old friend. Batman decided to go up against Superman with a kryptonite spear, the way he did in Batman vs. Superman, although this time around it didn't work out too well for him. Superman ended up tearing one of his arms off of his body, and this resulted in Batman deciding to ingest a doomsday virus. And not only did that virus help Bruce grow his arm back, it does exactly what you think it does. It turns him into Doomsday. After becoming Doomsday and officially killing Superman, that's not where this ends. Unfortunately, everyone around him starts to get infected with the Doomsday virus. Earth 1 in the Dark Multiverse starts to crumble upon itself, and this is where the Batman Who Laughs finds Devastator Batman and recruits him to join the Dark Knights. And I should also make this apparent from the last video, we covered a little bit of Batman Dawnbreaker, who is a Green Lantern. He was part of the Dark Knights team as well, run by Barbatos, or Barbatos, who is basically a Batman god. In Earth 3, we all know the Batman of that world is Owlman, but many people do not know that there was a Bruce Wayne in that world who didn't amount to being anything, unfortunately. Considering Thomas Wayne Jr. is Owlman in Earth 3, Bruce Wayne is of course the younger brother to Owlman. On the gruesome night of Bruce Wayne's parents' death, Bruce Wayne, Alfred Pennyworth, and Thomas Wayne Jr. devised a plan to kill Martha and Thomas Wayne themselves. Thomas Jr. was choosing to do this because he personally believed his father and his mother were not handling the family business the right way he thought it should have been handled, and also he didn't think they were doing well with their money either. On the night of coming back from the Monarch Theater, when they were about to murder their parents, Bruce Wayne had a change of heart and second thoughts and decided not to go with it. Thomas Wayne Jr. tried to pull the trigger on his parents. Bruce Wayne stopped Thomas Wayne Jr. That was until Alfred Pennyworth came into the alley, shot both their parents, and put 2 bullets into the back of young Bruce Wayne. As young Bruce Wayne was clinging to his life, Thomas Wayne Jr. said farewell to his younger brother before he ended his suffering himself. Next up is Bruce Wayne from Earth 5, which back in the original Crisis on Infinite Earths event, it kind of erased this Earth from existence. Although a record is a record, it's always going to be here, so we're going to consider it part of the DC multiverse canon. On Earth 5, this presents you with the typical Bruce Wayne story of going to see a movie with his parents, and after they see the movie, his parents are about to get gunned down. But this time around, the canonized Batman of the 80s on Earth 1 was tasked with going to Earth 5 to actually save his young counterpart himself from his parents getting murdered. So on this world, Bruce Wayne's parents never died. Where this gets a little bit interesting is the Bruce Wayne of Earth 5 was so infatuated with the being that saved him and his parents' life. He remembered the man who he doesn't even know he would one day turn into. Even though his parents lived, this did not stop Bruce Wayne of Earth 5 training his mind and his body to one day become the Batman of that world. Next up is Earth 6 Batman, and this one's interesting because it is created by Stan Lee. Wayne Williams is a former professional wrestler who is seeking revenge for the death of his parents. Wayne Williams' father was a policeman who was shot and murdered, and Wayne Williams is actually framed for killing his own father. While incarcerated, he then learns that his mother was killed in her own home as well. There's this whole storyline where Wayne ends up saving the mayor of Gotham, which then pardons him of his fraudulent crimes. He then dons this Batman costume, which looks more like an actual living bat. And then eventually, instead of looking for vengeance or revenge on the person who framed him for his parents' death, he then seeks justice, in which he finds his own Earth's Justice League, where he operates alone from time to time, but also operates as a team. Next up, you have Earth 11 Batman, and there's actually two Earth 11s. There's the regular multiverse Earth 11, and then there's Dark Multiverse. We're going to be looking at the Dark Multiverse because it's a little more interesting than the regular one. This is Bryce Wayne, who then becomes the Drowned. This is another Batman who is also a member of the Dark Knights. In this world, her father, Martin Wayne, was shot dead in an alley, and this is where she becomes Batwoman. She, in the future as Batwoman, develops a romance with their world's Catwoman, which is, I guess, in a way, Catman. His name is Sylvester Kyle. Sylvester Kyle was killed by a rogue faction of metahumans, and this is where Bryce Wayne pretty much loses all control. She goes on this systematic crusade to hunt down and kill every metahuman in existence. After murdering all the surface metahumans, Bryce Wayne trains her focus on Atlantis, where she will now go up against Aquawoman. It is an all-out war between the surface and the Atlanteans, where the Atlanteans actually drown Gotham City. Only seeing a drowned Gotham City as a setback, Batwoman then does some crazy surgical procedures on herself, where she makes herself half human, half Atlantean, so she can survive in the water. After doing this, she defeats Aquawoman, and she takes the trident for herself, which gives her even more abilities, and this is officially when she becomes the Drowned. Next up is another Dark Multiverse Batman, and this Batman is from Earth 12, also known as the Merciless. In this world, once again, everything remotely stays the same at the beginning, up until Batman discovers the power of Ares. For years, Batman and Wonder Woman would team up together in the hunt for Ares to put him down once and for all. Batman and Wonder Woman became lovers in this world, and their final fight against Ares came with a big cost. In defeating Ares and taking the helmet off of his head, Batman picked up the helmet and decided to put it on. He ended up killing Ares and then viewed his code as never killing being worthless, in which it now drove him to mercilessly fight. Even though his love for Wonder Woman in this world was deep, the power he gained from Ares' helmet was even deeper, and Batman went on a rampage, killing all of his villains and even the gods of Themyscira. Next, you have Batman from Earth 14, who comes from a Justice League called the Justice League of Assassins, led by Superman. All the Justice League members in this Earth, including Batman himself, had cybernetic enhancements, and most of them fought with ammunition-based weapons. This Batman, along with the other Justice League members, were murdered by the Prophecy in his hunt for the Supermen of the multiverse. Next up, you have Batman of Earth 18, who was not known as Batman. He is known as El Diablo, and he is also a member of the Justice Riders. This is a very westernized world where many of our heroes are cowboys. Next, you have Earth 26, which is also for some reason known as Earth C-. This Earth has cartoon physics, and the Batman of this world is known as Batmouse. He is also a member of their Justice League team called Just a Lot of Animals. Not much is actually known about this Batman other than the fact that his sidekick is Boyd, the Robin Wonder, and his arch enemy is the Porker. And the last Batman I have for you today, but certainly not the least, is Mecha Batman. This is Batman of Earth 28, and in this world, the ending of World War II showed Darkseid and Apocalypse ravage the planet. It left many of the metahumans at the time dead, which then, in present day, left some of our greatest heroes to resort to fighting Darkseid in mechanized suits. Not much is known about that world other than the fact that Darkseid was drawn to Earth 26 by the arrival of Kal-El. But there you have it. There are some more Earths of different variations of Batman. So I hope you guys enjoyed learning more about different types of Batman in the multiverse. Let me know in the comments below what Batman seemed to be the most interesting to you and which one you would like to know more of. Also, let me know in the comments if there are other characters out there you would like to know more of their multiverse variations. But that is all I have for you on this one, everyone. So until next time, I will talk to you all very soon.